for a possible reaction. And this level is also a confluence zone. Look at this trend line here. When you plot it into this level, you can see it here. This is a confluence from when you plot from here to here. Also, you can see it here, and then we have 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level, all happening around this this level, this price level. Let's see, 1.30 30s. So there could be a very nice reaction because of this confluence zone. These guys coming together here. So let's watch and see what happens into the news. I think no farm payroll especially, but this is not a favorite pair to trade for me. Into that decision is for me now is still USD card, and then maybe another pair that we'll still get to. So let's go to Euro USD. If you have questions, guys, please put it on the chat box so that we don't forget. US crude and BTC. Okay. So Euro USD, yes, Euro USD. Why we don't have a clear direction for GBP USD except for a retest of that breakout zone. Euro USD is actually giving us a different vibe entirely. Now this is a very valid breakout here, this region. Then we can see this guy coming back into this region, and we are seeing some divergence around here, showing that 1.0840 is possible for euro, for the euro. But then if you are looking at let's see, lower time frame is also giving us that same vibe around here, but we can see this reaction happening around 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. But let's look at it properly. I think this Fibo is not well placed. Let's see. Yeah, so let's plot it again from this level. So this level now, 61.8 Fibonacci retracement. This is the more likely scenario. Remember, we talked about this level last time we had this session. This guy replicating this handle around this level. And if you look at what has happened here so far, there's another thing that is missing so far around here. When you look at this handle, look at what took it up here. So this guy is actually missing here. This is the correction that is trying to carve out here. So, and we see the length of this correction here before this handle happened. This length is just like half of what has happened here. So we still need this guy to move into this region. You can see it here. When you look at this length, it's almost the same thing with this guy here. You can see it's short. This is even still shorter than what has happened around this region. But this is what is possible around this region. And then from this, we may have the next. Of course, we'll have to wait for divergence, some sort of divergence and all of that. And when you plot a trend line from this level, let's see, you plot a trend line from this level, it could actually provide some sort of support around this level, especially if price comes into this divergence zone. We may have price actually bouncing from this region, but based on what we are seeing around this level, and we're looking at this cup, this guy, this equality target happening the last time we had this session, and then we had this guy actually went big above that region. So in a nutshell, what I'm trying to show you guys is this here is this, and then this handle that took this guy that produced this guy here is not here yet. It's actually busy. So it's possible that we're going to have here. We have this handle already. We have it here. We have this move. We have it here. You can see when you look at what is happening here structurally, because this is what market actually does. It replicates the patterns in it prints it in the present, what has actually happened in the past. That is what happens. The last time we had this session was around here, and we looked at this guy completing this equality target here. It went above this region. So this guy, this correction here, we should be expecting it around this level before any major move happens. So of course we're expecting these guys to cut rates this month, but before then we still have NFP in front of us. We still have some other news that may be dollar positive, and dollar is actually on the key a key level where reaction could happen. So all of these things put together should just give you a clue that it's possible we have short-term relief rally for the dollar, and then even though the month is not looking good for the dollar because of the rate cut, but of course it's also been overpriced. It's been really priced in already. All this move that has been happening around the dollar is because of the rate cut anticipation. So I won't be surprised when it happens. There's a rate cut 25 basis points, and then dollar does not really move. It's because everything has already happened. The only thing that is going to be surprising is when there's 50 basis points, then dollar is going to crash extremely hard. Because the market is not actually expecting that. But if it happens, that is the only thing that's going to be a shocker. We were looking for before this breakout, it did not happen. Yeah, this was the last time we met. We're looking at a possible retracement into this 50. But you can see it did not happen before that breakout, because this move here is going to be is meant to be very bloody. I think I'm struggling to break out for a long time. And the signal has been there for a very long time, and so what you should do is actually possible. We may have it. It's not a guarantee that we may have it, but we may have it such that we have an inverted here. That
Mr. Mohammed.
This kind of move. Yeah, you can see it. It makes more sense
what's up?
when you have this. You should actually be happy when you see this guy.
Can you hear me?
To this level. You should be looking at opportunity to load up.
Yes, we have a meeting today as well from the Xness account, Xness company.
Since the beginning of the year, that also when
you said
guys start moving properly, and this is
okay. I'm saying that
in all the crosses across board,
we have this Xness invite me to their program today. So one of their program today.
These guys,
so and it is the same time with my time. So I just connect you guys to also see how they are also doing. You understand?
Dollar's weakness than euro.
So that is what we are just watching. We are just watching now. So you also have a look at it. I hope you can see the screen.
Have this kind of retracement into this level.
Yes, please.
Can you hear what they are saying?
To go long, and then when you will go long this guy, you shouldn't.
You can't hear what they are saying.
Rush out. Don't rush out when you are trying.
I can only hear yours. I'm not hearing.
Don't rush out because it's been a long time coming. We've not had a very decent move. You can see the last time we had this kind of move, it's a long time, 2022. After that, it's been ranging. But this breakout is going to be it's not going to be a very
then I'm trying to see if how to do and connect everything
consistently. If you know the history
and because some people join and then I think the network was bad and then it sent them out. I'm hoping for them to
gradually,
come
but it does it. So let's not miss out from this guy. Another pair that I'm looking out for, in short, this has since last week actually. It's this guy for a buy actually. This guy, I think the last time we talked about it too, for a buy 2 weeks ago. We talked about a buy, a move back, a possible retracement, and then back up. Now we have that retracement. I'm sure some of you forgot that we're looking at opportunity to buy this guy, and we saw that this move started. We should have been in this market around 144 point something, but now it's around 146.8. Now we are not done yet. This guy, in short, this is actually one of my favorite pairs for the week. Even to the fundamental, I don't need to care what the fundamental is going to be like, because there are some other parameters that are giving a very strong buy vibe. So I've been strictly for opportunity to buy this guy into this level 152 region. 152 region. I don't want to know what is going to happen after that. If it's
still I couldn't hear again.
To break down. But as long as they trade this level, I'm okay.
You can't hear anything from them.
Although if you are looking at buying now, the risk reward is
okay. But you can see how they are analyzing the chart.
Just know that your stop loss should be below this level. And this is about I think almost this is about 300 pips. So this is 350 pips. It's a lot. So, but you ought to have done this market because we talked about it last 2 weeks ago about a buy around this region because of the divergence has been here since 2 weeks ago. So it's not going to leave here. It's not going to, and this price will keep grinding gradually until it gets to somewhere around here. So this guy is my, it's actually my top pick going into the non-farm payroll. Even the month proper, I think I'll be looking at this closely. If he gives a retracement, fine. If he doesn't give it, you can just go in with small lot and ride it. So gold also, gold is still trying to think of its life as it is. GB, when you look at the daily is we were looking at a possible retracement into this level before maybe movement into. It hasn't done much since the last time we talked about it. You can see it's been. It tried to come down into this region, but it went back from 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. This was not deep enough for opportunity to go in. So we're looking at 38.2, but you can see it did not get to that level. So it hasn't done much. It still it's in a ranging zone since after the last time. But I see that we have a zigzag pick on this level now. I fear zigzag when it picks on a very short retracement like this. So it means that it's possible we may have this guy break up, still move back into the top of this range. But potentially 2511 to 515 region around this level is actually still doable this week around this level. Yes, it's more like a move back into this region, this range again, like top of this range. Something like this. It's possible this is what we may be looking at. Let's look at it on a lower time frame now. Yes. So you can see here, it's possible that we may move into this zone 11. That's about 100 pips from where it is now, or even into this other level. And this is just because of the zigzag that is showing here. It's not that I'm seeing a very strong signal, but it's possible that we push into this region before we do a correction. There could be a correction. It's a new month. There could be a correction, but there's no strong. I'm not seeing a very strong, a very convincing signal for either buy or sell. But for short term, I'll be looking at 2511, 2512, and possibly there's a divergence here. It's possible we may have 2450. So it's possible that the news, like I would say, the NFP may come out extremely very hot, and when it comes out very hot, this divergence here, this is on a 4 hour. It's possible that gold could just before the news, it may still find its way into somewhere around this level, but the news may push it back into this region. So watch out for this guy. I'm not actually looking at trading it this week. This guy too gave a very nice look at the reaction here. It's still the same thing with that USD JPY we talked about. The reaction from this trend line zone level, pushing up from this, we expected this zone, and then we have a divergence here showing 97 region. This is about another 400 pips from where it is. It's very possible because we see UJ still looking at doing its thing. So this is where this guy should potentially trade. This is about 300 pips from where it is at the moment, and it is very possible because this guy is still looking at um, the NFP may come out very strong, and then this guy may push up. And while pushing up, you can see that GJ is actually close to its target because of the strength of the cable itself. So now, when the NFP comes out and this guy is pushing up, very hard. The GBP USD may actually push down hard because when you look at this guy is close to his target. So it means something is going to slow this guy down eventually. Meanwhile, USD JPY is showing a very strong buy signal. Why this one is the buy signal is there for another 300 pips, but it's not the pip difference is lower than what we have on UJ. So something is going to slow it down, it may be that the news or the NFP news is going to be positive for the dollar, and then it's going to push pounds down while UJ up, and then the momentum of the GU may slow down this a bit. That's why we have a much smaller peak potential compared to what we have on UJ. It's supposed to have a higher one because if GU was stable, UJ is supposed to go up. This guy moves even faster, So, but if the reverse is the case, then something is trying to drag it down, which is this guy. So we also talked about this one last time. We talked about this retracement. Of course, the retracement started happening around here, and we can see it here. This is a supply zone here. We see potentially look at 1.9, 1.9200, and even much below this region.
Yeah, Mr. Frank,
I would like to see a little bit of correction. I would like to see a little bit of course, it has met fulfilled all its criteria for
sure.
Sir. Actually, I'm sorry for the divergence is still here. It's still actually screening for GBP odd, but the